You know the feeling when you get a new phone and after you realize it's not as great as everyone says. Yeah, I've been there. If you're thinking about picking up the Oppo Reno 13F, I have some thoughts about it, both good and bad. This is based on what I've been hearing from real users. Let's see if it's the right choice for you. So the first issue that I noticed is the camera. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I had high hopes for the camera on this one. Oppo is known for its decent camera setup, especially in their mid-range phone. But after hearing a few reviews and looking through some user feedback, I wasn't exactly amazed. A lot of users have pointed out that while the camera sounds good on the paper, the reality is not so much. Some people have to say that photos just don't come up as sharp as expected, especially in low light condition. And here's what one person had to say. Honestly, if you love taking photos in darker setting or need a camera that blow you away every time, this might not be the one for you. It's just not as crisp as I hope for a phone in this price range. The second issue is network drops. Now this one is a bit of a deal breaker for me. There's nothing worse than having your internet drop when you need it the most. And apparently the Oppo Reno 13F is not immune to this problem. I've seen a lot of complaints from users who experience random network drops. It's especially annoying for those who work from their phones or need a stable connection for gaming. And here's an example from a user on Reddit. It's just one of those things that's hard to ignore, especially if you rely on your phone for calls, for work, or gaming. I can't be the one who only had these random call drops in the middle of something important, right? So the third issue you might encounter is overheating or battery drain. Now, this one is another concern I came across more than once. Apparently, the Reno 13F can get pretty warm during extended use, especially when gaming or streaming. And let's be real, nobody wants a phone that heats up to the point where it feels like you're holding a mini oven. I found a post where someone complained about overheating and terrible battery life in just a few days of use. If that's the case, you're definitely gonna notice the battery drain faster than expected, and that's super annoying. Next issue is missing features. Sometimes it's a small thing that can make or break your experience with a new phone. One thing I really wish the Reno 13F had was wireless charging. It's not a deal breaker for everyone, but if you're coming from a phone that had it, going back to plug-in might feel like a downgrade. Also, I noticed some chatter about bloatware. You know, all those pre-installed apps that you are never use. Some people love Oppo's Color OS, but it comes with a lot of extra stuff that can make the phone feel a bit cluttered. And here's what a tech forum has to say about it. So, should you buy the Oppo Reno 13F? Here's my thoughts. At the end of the day, the Oppo Reno 13F is a decent phone, but it's not without its flaws. If you're looking for a phone that checks all the boxes, camera, battery, performance, and features, then it might leave you wanting more. But if you're just looking for something that gets the job done for every task, checking emails, scrolling through social media, and occasional game, it will probably be just fine. Have you used the Reno 13F yet? What's your experience with it? Drop a comment and let's chat about it. If you found any cool fixes for these issues, let's share them with the rest of the community. Peace out, everybody.